Okay, yay. It wasn't letting me go live. Perfect. Okay. Hello. My name is Carla Kenovi. Today I'll be teaching a 1-hour Vinyasa yoga class with it's going to be a 15-minute Vinyasa yoga class with a 10-minute guided meditation and Shavasana at the end. So I welcome you to start off in a comfortable seat with your sit bones touching the mat. Close your eyes and place your hands on your thighs. Slowly take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold for a second at the top of your breath, and then exhale through the mouth. And do that once more. And now I invite you to take a moment to set your intention for your class today, for your practice, for you and you only. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and we can get started. And also, I apologize for the sound. There's landscaping happening right in front of me, or in front of my wall. So, going to connect our body to our breath. So as you inhale, slowly lift up those arms and let them follow your breath. So as you reach the top of your inhale, let your hands come together right above the head. Bring the hands in close to your body and then extend. Bring them up again as you inhale. Have them follow your breath. You want to really be mindful here of your body, of your breath, of the movements, of the energy. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale. Bring those arms up. Reach the top of your inhale with those hands reaching the top above your head. And then start your exhale. Slowly send those hands down. Now, if you have any socks on, I invite you to take them off so it'll be easier to grip the mat. You won't be sliding around. Now straighten out your legs in front of you. Place both of your hands on the tops of your thighs and shake out the legs. And place both hands just on your thighs. Take a deep breath in, lift up the chest, push back the shoulders, straighten the elbows. So your hands can be kind of on your shins. Take a deep breath in, tilt the chin up, and as you exhale, slowly bend forward. Just glide the hands forward. Grab onto your ankles if you can, and just hold here. If you go a little bit further, grab onto your toes maybe, and pull them towards you. Really flexing those feet up though, and keeping that spine straight and lifted. I'm going to hold this for 3 breaths. So with each exhale, try and sink down a little bit lower. You're bringing that chest down and forward. Then on your next inhale, slide your way back up. Cross those legs and meet me in table. In table, have your shins flat against the mat. Have those hands, palms pressed into the mat evenly. Make sure that those wrists are directly under the shoulders and the knees are directly under the hips. We're going to start off with a little bit of an arm warm up here, just creating some heat in the body. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to keep those elbows in close, and you're going to bring that chin and that chest forward and send the elbows back. So take a deep breath in Exhale, send chin and chest forward onto the mat. And elbows back and hold. And then as you inhale, you want to push up off of your hands and bring the pelvis down to the mat. So bringing the chest and the pelvis. You want to stretch out the back here, maybe rock side to side, and lift up the chin. And on your next exhale, lower your chest down onto the mat. And from here, you want to lay your forearms flat. So your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Get yourself situated. You want the body to be resting comfortably against the mat, but also the weight to be distributed evenly. So as you exhale, slowly lower down the whole front body onto the mat. You want your chin, and not the chin, you want your forehead, your nose, the hands, the forearms to be touching. Take a really deep breath in, and you want to really expand and lengthen your spine. Create as much space in that back body as you can. And then now you're going to exhale, and you want to really just compress. Completely empty out that back body. Just let it flatten out. Actually relax and stretch against the mat. If it's more comfortable for you, here you can kind of scoot your hands forward a little bit more. I have some shoulder problems, so that's what I'm going to do. From here, in your next inhale, you're slowly going to lift up that right leg, keeping both hip bones down on the mat, though. You want to make little circles with the leg. Make if you want. I have to be kind of careful with my water bottle. And definitely, as you're going up, you want to lift that leg, really squeeze the glute. Now we're going to make circles the other way. You can start them off small, try and get bigger. We want to make sure you're putting the emphasis in your glute and your hamstring and not the lower back. If you feel your lower being like pinched or compressed too much, you can bring the chest back down onto the mat, and that should help. And then on your next exhale, slowly lower down that leg. Pick up the left. Keeping both hip bones touching the mat, start making little circles with the left. And your next inhale, switch. Make circles the other way. And then as you exhale, lower down that leg. Now keeping those elbows into your chest, we're going to lift up the legs and the arms. And you want to really be pushing that pelvis down into the mat and pushing your shoulder blades and your heels up. So on your next inhale, we're going to lift up. Now from here, in your next inhale, I want you to straighten out that front arm, that right arm. Bring it, straighten that elbow. On your next inhale, we're going to straighten out that left elbow. For a quick Superman. You really want your arms and your ankles to be even here. We're going to hold this for 2 more breaths. Really be squeezing those glutes. And then as you exhale, come down. Bring those hands underneath the shoulders. Push yourself up and back into table. Make sure that those knees are hips width apart. Those hands are underneath the shoulders. And as you inhale, we're going to arch the back, lower the middle of that spine down onto the mat, arch the pelvis, push it high to the sky, tilt it forward, push hands, squeeze the shoulder blades, push that chest forward and up and lift the chin. Then as you exhale, we're going to do the complete opposite motion. So slowly start lifting up that middle of the spine, push it up high to the sky, tuck that tailbone, squeeze the core, feel those shoulder blades spreading, pushing off of those hands, and tuck the chin in. Inhale, arch that spine, lift the tailbone, push off of those shins, push off of those hands, lift up that chest, lift up that chin. And then exhale, curve the spine. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, curve, look down. Then your next inhale, you're going to spread out the knees. So each knee is touching the side of the mat. Bring those feet in. And as you exhale, slowly lower the tailbone down and back near your ankles into extended child. This is a really good pose for rest, to bring yourself back to center, to mindfulness. If you ever need a break during your practice, this is a great pose to just come into for a second. Check in. Whenever you're ready, take a deep breath in, bend those elbows again, and bring yourself back up to table. And your next inhale, you're going to extend that left leg. So you want to straighten your knee and keep those toes on the mat. Then you're going to walk that right hand forward, basically a foot. Square those hips. So basically your hip bones are parallel with the mat in front of you. Squeeze that core, and as you inhale, you're going to lift up that right hand and that left foot. Really push the left shin into the right shin into the mat here. Lift and hold. Now as you exhale, you're going to bend that right elbow and bend that left knee, and you're going to make them meet right underneath the front body. And then inhale, extend. 5 more times. Exhale, contract. Squeeze the core. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Squeeze the core. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend. Contract. Then one more time. Inhale and extend. And exhale, contract. Place that hand down onto the mat. From here, flip those toes. So you want the bottoms of the toes to touch the mat. Squeeze that core, and as you inhale, you want to lift up those knees about 2 inches. We're just going to breathe here. Really let that whole body just kind of warm up for a second. And then on your next inhale, you want to straighten those knees. Push off of those hands. Push your hands. Let your hands push your pelvis back into downward dog. From here, you want to bend your opposite knee and push down the opposite heel. Just walk your dog out a bit. Really stretch out those calves. And on your next inhale, you want to lift up that left leg. Bring it high to the sky. And then as you exhale, you want to bend that left knee, push that left heel into your chest, send it over to the right. Keep those shoulders parallel with the mat. And as you exhale, you want to rotate that hip over back over to the left. Bring that knee into your chest, and now twist over to the right. If you feel ready and stable, you can lift up your right hand and bring yourself up. If not, you can bend, or not bend, you can bring that left knee down onto the mat and then lift up the right hand. It's up to you. But if you would like to keep the left knee up, you're welcome to do so. If your left knee is up, good core, maybe grab it. And as you inhale, bring that right hand back down. Rotate the hips so that they're parallel with the mat. And send it back up. We're going to do that 2 more times just to work on our stabilization. So exhale, bring that knee into the chest, push forward. Bring the left knee down onto the mat if you would choose to do so. If not, keep it up. And bring up that right hand up. And then straighten it if that's what you want. If not, don't. Then exhale, rotate the body. Lift that left knee up if it was down. And then send it back up. And then 1 more time, exhale. Bend that knee, push forward. Bring it down or keep it up. Rotate those hips over to the right. Lift up that right hand. Squeeze that core. Exhale, bring that right hand down. Rotate those hips to the left. And pick that left foot back up. Then in your next inhale, you're going to slowly lower down that left leg. You're going to walk those hands forward. Or not walk those hands. You're going to walk those feet forward to meet your hands. Opposite hand is going to grab opposite elbow. And you're going to let the weight of your elbows pull you down. You really want that front body to meet the front of the thighs. Then in your next exhale, you want to release those hands. Put a slight bend in the knees. And keep bending. You want the front of your thighs to meet the front of your torso. Then you want to sweep both hands behind you. So I think this is skier's pose. I don't ever remember the name. And then as you inhale, you want to sweep those hands forward and up. And then sink down. So you're in chair now. The most important part about chair is keeping a straight line with your body, with your front body. So the torso and the arms. Not about how low you can go. But obviously, going low is still good. If your hips allow it, mine don't love it. We're going to hold this for 2 more breaths. And then on your next inhale, straighten the arms. Oh no, it doesn't show all of me. Straighten those arms, bring those hands together. Let me fix this. Oop. Okay. Oh, yep, let's go. Bring those hands together, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bend back, push the pelvis forward. And then inhale, come back up. Exhale, find your center. Inhale 1 more time, lift up those arms. Push them high towards the ceiling. Then as you exhale, bow down, bring that chest down, sweep the arms down. Hands touch the shins. Straighten the elbows, straighten the spine, look up. Exhale, bring the chest down to the mat. Sorry guys, bring the chest down to the thighs. Bring the head down so the crown of the head is facing the mat. Place both hands on the mat and walk out into plank. From here, bend both knees, flip the toes so that the tops of the toes are touching the mat. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, keeping the elbows in close, we're going to do the same exercise we did before. Bring those elbows back and that chin and chest forward. When they touch the mat, take a deep breath in, straighten the elbows, bring the pelvis down. Upward dog. And on your next inhale, you want to bend those knees, come back into table. Cool. Now from table, you want to straighten out that right leg. So the knee is straight, but the toes are still touching the mat. Then you want to walk that left hand forward about a foot. Here you want to make sure that your knee is right under in that foot. Inhale, knee. Then inhale, extend. We're going to do that 5 more times. Exhale, contract, squeeze the core. Inhale, extend. Ooh. Exhale, contract, squeeze the core. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend. 2 more times. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extend. Time, contract, extend. Bring the knees down, or bring the hand and the knee down. Flip the toes. Lift up the knees about 2 inches. And on your next inhale, straighten the knees. Push the pelvis back. Push the heels down. And lift that tailbone up. Really push off of those hands. You want to be pushing your heels down onto the mat while lifting those sit bones up towards the ceiling. Now on your next inhale, you're going to slowly lift up that right leg, right high to the sky. Bend that right knee, push it into the right glute, send it over to the left, keeping those shoulders parallel with the mat. Feel a good stretch in that right side. Now as you exhale, you're going to rotate those hips back over to the right and bring that right knee into the chest. As you exhale, push forward and slowly rotate over to the left. Now you can keep that right knee up and lift up that left leg or that left hand, or you can bring that right knee down, lift up that left hand. Either or is fine. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can extend that right leg forward. Then as you exhale, bring that left hand down, rotate the hips back over to the right, send that right leg up. And now exhale, bring that right knee back forward to your chest. That didn't make any sense. Bring that knee into your chest and push forward, and then rotate the hips over to the left. Twist, bring the right knee down or keep it up, and lift up that left hand. And as you exhale, bring that left hand down, rotate the hips over to the right. Inhale, send that leg up. Exhale, this is the last one. Exhale, send that knee into the chest, push forward. Rotate over to the left, lift up that left hand. And then bring that left hand back down, rotate the hips, send that right foot back up. Then exhale, bring it back down, and walk those hands up towards the top of the mat. From here, you want to bend those knees. Set the tops of the thighs, touch the tops of the torso. You want to send those hands back behind you. Then as you inhale, you're going to sweep those arms up and then sink down. Oh, that was my... Remember, we want to keep the torso in a straight line here. That is more important than how low we can go. And we're going to hold this for 4 more breaths. And then as you inhale, straighten up those arms, or those legs, straighten those legs. Keep those arms high to the sky, interlace them. Keep your pointer fingers straight though, and together. Take a deep breath in, extend, push those hands up, and as you exhale, bend over to the right. And then inhale, come back up to center. Push those arms up, and then as you exhale, go over the left. And then come back to center. Take a deep breath in, push those hands up high to the sky. And as you exhale, sweep the chest down and those arms. Place both hands on your shins, straighten the elbows, look up. The elbows, look up. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring those hands down to the mat. Walk out into plank. Bring both knees down onto the mat. Flip the toes so the tops of the toes are touching. As you exhale, slowly keeping those elbows in, bring the chest down. Elbows go back. And as you inhale, bring the pelvis down, chest comes up. As you inhale, come back up into table. Flip those toes. And on your next inhale, we're going to come into dog. On your next inhale, we're slowly going to lift up that left leg, bring it high to the sky. And as you exhale, bend that knee, bring it into your chest, and slowly push forward. Then place it in between the center of your hands for high lunge. Keeping both hands down, you want to press that right hand down into the mat, just keeping pressure on the fingers instead of the palms. And as you inhale, slowly lift up that left hand and twist over to the left. Look up at your left thumb. On your next inhale, you want to slowly lift up those hands, those arms, and come up into revolved lunge. Then as you inhale, lift up those arms so that your biceps are close to your ears, twist forward. Then keep twisting all the way to the right. Bring both arms down. Twisted lunge, high lunge. And then inhale, bring those arms back up. Rotate, come to center. Bring those hands together. Take a deep breath in, lift up those arms. Exhale, maybe go for a mini back bend. And then come back up. Ooh, maybe not. We're just going to do a leg burn here. So now rotate that back foot so it's parallel with the back of the mat. Straighten out those. And as you inhale, push. Oh my God. As you inhale, push forward towards the front of the mat. When you've gone as far as forward as you can go, exhale, bend your arm, bring that left forearm onto that left thigh. Shoot that right arm up and over the head for side angle. If you feel comfortable here, we can go into a twist. So we can drop down that left shoulder to our left thigh, wrap that left hand around to the back of the thigh and grab it with our right hand. If you're in a twist, release, come back up to warrior two. And now as you exhale, you're going to lean back, reach behind you as far as you can go. When you've gone as far as back as you can go, place that right hand on the right thigh. Bring that left hand up and look up at your thumb. Make sure to keep that front knee bent. And as you exhale, on your next inhale, you want to lift up those arms. Twist that back foot so you're back in high lunge. Lift up those arms. And as you exhale, bring them down, frame that foot, and come back into downward dog. From downward dog, slowly walk your way back up towards the top of the mat. Put a slight bend in the knees. And as you inhale, come up, lift up those arms. Inhale, take a really big inhale, lift up the body, stretch it towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, bring the torso down, sweep the arms down, bring the hands to the shins, straighten the elbows, inhale and look up. Exhale, bring the chest down towards the thighs, bring the crown of the head towards the mat. Place both hands on the mat. Walk out into plank. As you exhale, bring those knees down. Flip the toes so the tops of the toes are touching. And as you exhale, slowly bring the elbows back and that chest and chin forward. When they reach the mat, as you inhale, bring that pelvis down and straighten the elbows and bring the chest up. Upward dog. Then your next inhale, you want to bend those knees, come back up into table, and spread out those knees so that so each knee is touching the outsides of the mat. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly push back into child. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. take a moment here and recenter yourself. You're in with your environment, with yourself, with your body. See if you can notice anything since the last time you checked in. Tune into the world around you. Can you feel the mat? How the clothes feel against your skin? Any smells in the air, the temperature of the room? How your hair feels in a ponytail, if it's in one. Then on your next inhale, or whenever you're ready, doesn't have to be now, you're going to come back up into table, flip those toes, and on your next inhale, you're going to lift up those knees about 2 inches, and then straighten them, push that pelvis back into upward dog, or downward dog, my bad. And on your next inhale, you're going to lift up that right foot, right high to the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to bring that knee into your chest and push forward. Then you're going to place that foot in between the hands. You're going to press that left hand into the mat, putting most pressure on the fingertips. And as you inhale, you're going to lift up that right hand, twist over to the left, and look up, or twist over to the right and look up at your right thumb. Then your next inhale, you're slowly going to lift that left hand off of the mat, come up into revolved high lunge. And hold. Place your hands on your legs for a little twist. As you inhale, lift up your hands so that your biceps are close to the ears and twist forward. And keep twisting all the way over to the left. Place your hands on your thighs again. Regular twist. And then inhale, lift up those hands, keep them close to your ears. Come forward. Keep that knee back. Oh, wait, you guys can't see me like this. Okay, so we'll go this way. And then your next exhale, you're going to rotate that back foot so that it's parallel with the back of the mat. Keep that front knee bent. Lower the arms so that they're making a T. Then your next inhale, you're going to reach forward as far as you can go. And then exhale, bring that forearm onto the thigh. Lift up that arm. I'm actually playing the wrong playlist. My bad. And then inhale, you want to lift up those arms. And then you want to lean back as far as you can go. And then exhale, place that hand on the thigh. Bring up that right arm and look up. Make sure to keep that front knee bent. Really feel some heat being built in those legs. And as you inhale, come back up to warrior two. And straighten that front knee. Rotate the foot so that it's parallel with the other foot, so they're both parallel. Lift up the arms as you inhale. And as you exhale, come down. Bring the front body down. Let me switch the playlist. If you want a deeper stretch, you can interlace the hands behind your back and just kind of let them come forward. If your hands are interlaced behind your back, you want to really be pushing them towards the front or the wall in front of you. Exhale, release those hands. And you want to walk them over to the left side. Grab onto that left ankle. Twist. And as you inhale, slowly lift up that left hand, bring it high to the sky, look up. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Come over to the right. Really grip the right with that left hand. Then lift up that right hand. Look up at your thumb and really twist in that spine and a stretch in the back. As you inhale, come back to center. Rotate those heels so they're a little bit closer together, like facing each other more. And come back up all the way. As you inhale, lift up those arms. Then as you exhale, we're going to bend the knees. We're going to kind of just switch back from knee to knee in a little side lunge situation. So take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, we're going to come over onto the left knee. We're going to straighten that right knee. And as you exhale, you're going to bring that left foot, then as you exhale, you're going to bring that left hand down onto the mat, right in front of that foot. And bring that right hand up and look up at your thumb. And you're going to inhale, and immediately as we come up, you're going to bend that right knee. So inhale, bend that right knee, bring that right down in front of it, and look up. And the whole time you want your hands to stay, or your hands to stay in T position. So inhale to the left. Inhale over to the right. Inhale, exhale over to the left. Inhale, exhale over to the right. Inhale, exhale over to the left. And we're going to do this 3 more times. You can do it on your own. And then finish up your last one here. So that you are on, so that you are on your right side. And then twist those hips over to the right so that they're parallel with the mat. Send that right foot back. Come into plank. Bring those knees down. Flip the toes. As you exhale, send those elbows back and that chest forward. And then when your chest meets the mat, take a deep breath in, straighten those elbows, lower down that spine. Then on your next inhale, you want to bend those knees. And from here, you come up into table, and then from table, you want to come into a seat, still facing one of the short ends of the mat. So you want to bend your knees, hug. And as you exhale, just roll back. You want to release that right leg, lay it flat down on the mat. And on your next inhale, you want to straighten that left leg. Grab either your calf or the back of your knee or the back of your thigh. Flex that foot. And slowly push it towards you. I am not flexible in my hamstrings, so this is what so much. So just breathe. And then as you exhale, bend that knee, hug it into your chest. Bring up that right knee, hug them both. Let that left knee go down onto the mat. And then as you inhale, straighten that right leg. Grab your calf or the back of your knee or the back of your thigh, back of anything on your leg. And slowly push that leg towards you, trying to keep those hips square. And then as you exhale, you want to bend that knee. Bring that left knee into your chest as well. Hug them in, rock side to side. On your next exhale, lower down both knees. Press those feet into the mat. You want them to be hips width apart and maybe the feet slightly turned out. You're going to keep the hands and arms flat onto the mat. And as you inhale, press those heels into the mat and lift up the glute for a glute bridge. If you want to make this a little bit more vigorous, work on your stabilization a little bit more. A little bit closer together. And then as you inhale, slowly lift up that right leg. If not, you can just hold and hold it like this. And you want to really make sure you're keeping those hips flat or parallel with the mat. We're going to hold for 3 breaths. And as you exhale, bend that knee, bring it down, and slowly lower the glutes down. Bring your knees up, wrap them into your chest, or wrap those arms around, and rock side to side. And as you exhale, bring those knees down, feet flat. Bring those hands and arms down by your sides. Press the heels down to the mat. And as you inhale, slowly lift up those glutes, another glute bridge. If you lifted up one leg, I invite you to lift up the other. So as you inhale, slowly lift up that right leg. Try and keep those hip bones parallel to the mat. We're going to hold for 3 breaths. And as you exhale, slowly bring the spine back down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Wrap those knees into the chest, or bring those knees into the chest. Wrap them with your arms once more, rock side to side. And at this time, I invite you to get a blanket or socks, anything you might need, to make you more comfortable for Shavasana. And whenever you're ready, slowly release that right leg. Slowly release that left leg. Bring them flat onto the mat. And form like this. And take a couple breaths and let yourself sink into relaxation. Take a moment and re-ground yourself. Recheck in. Bring yourself back to your own center. What did you think about last time you centered yourself? Has any of that changed? I invite you to take a moment here and reflect on the intention that you set for today. When your reflection is ready to move on, start thinking about just the words peace and gratitude, silence, appreciation around the things around you, an appreciation of the ground that supports you, that holds you up. If you were to embody silence, gratitude, peace, what would they smell like? What would they taste like? Let all the senses embody it. let your thoughts just pass you by like clouds in the sky. Even if they come into your mind's eye, just let them go without judgment. Just observe, be aware and mindful, but also be at peace. Whenever you're ready, slowly turn over onto your right side. Cradle the head with your right arm. Keeping the eyes closed, slowly push yourself up into a seated position. Cross your legs. Find a comfortable seat. Take a moment here of gratitude. Say thank you to yourself, to your body, for bringing you here, for everything it does, for carrying you through your practice. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. And that's my class. Thank you for everyone who tuned in or anybody who's watching after. Namaste.